was an ordinary, uneventful day. The sun set yesterday as usual, and rose again in the morning as usual. Today was another hope-filled day because the fresco I've worked on for the cathedral ceiling is finally done. And as considered, she's like flopping them in the middle of hell with like no other context. Once the final product is delivered and I receive my due payment, it's time to enjoy the high life and bask in luxury for a good while. La la la. I can hear you humming from all the way over here. So are you all done with the fresco? Estadamente! Come and see it for yourself. It's my masterpiece of the month. Second return. Crown for return. Indeed, I understand the theme of your art as well. Now let's say, the scenery about is strange. What's this pole supposed to be? Some sort of lamppost? It's called a street light. A revelation shown to me in a dream by Her Holiness the Apostle. Came to in a dream, huh? How nice. Well, Her Holiness visits me in my dreams as well, leave me with words of inspiration for my poetry. Filio and Giselle left for the cathedral, chatting as they walked. Gradually, the two of them could make out a growing chorus of surprised voices. The bush outside the road. Did the circus come by? No, it seemed to be mentioning something about the sky. The sky, huh? Come on, I'll take you to the top of the tower to the best vantage points. Filio and Giselle climbed to the highest tower of the cathedral complex. The sun still hung in the sky, but it was shrouded in a thick, turbid darkness. Light and dark were fluently separated, as if the sky itself was a canvas. There, in the boundaries in black and white, floated a colossal throne. A silhouette of the figure sitting atop the throne was hard to identify. Her voice was unmistakable as it boomed across all of Tanzania. Sardinia Ecclesia, Republic of Florence, Republic of Genoa, Dukedom of Milan, Republic of Venice, Kingdom of Naples, Kingdom of Sicily. Your apostle has returned! She's going insane. Marco Polo succeeded. She shocked everyone by performing a miracle in an attention-commanding way that only she could pull off. In this test site, no one ever doubted her status as the apostle again. With the world-linking ritual complete and the prospectus for the Emperor summoning ritual met as well, it was time to move on to the next phase. The long days of travel were starting to take a toll on everyone, except for Marco Polo, that is. She remained in high spirits. Even as the night deepened, she continued to meticulously go over every preparation for tomorrow's ritual. With her enthusiasm, she also happened to rope in everyone nearby. Darn that Marco Polo. Commander, we can handle things over here. Do you want to go rest? I'm also concerned about her preparations for going. I'll be able to sleep well with that hanging over my head anyway. Your Holiness, all the electors will be present to recite the prayer tomorrow's ceremony. After that, the ritual will commence. How about that? Let's put in some security measures. Just in case, when everyone's leave after the prayer is finished, whether they are human or ship girl. It shall be done. Any problems with the content of the prayer? Nothing major. Just take this part out. I see. I've heard the mention of the Hohenstaufen dynasty. Dramatic! Yep, oversmooth description is never a good thing when it comes to summoning rituals. Understood. Have any other issues with the prayer? No, I'm good for now. Though maybe I'll do one final pass before I rest and prepare for the big day. Right now, I think it's time to rest if you do another pass. The next day, in accordance with the agreed upon protocols, everyone left the building after the recitation of the prayer. The only people left in the Great Hall were Marco Polo and myself. Everyone here is leaving. Does that mean I should go as well? It's fine. I like the rest of them. You're a true veteran at this point, right? I already carried out the ritual that summoned me here, right? This one's just gonna be more of the same. Besides, your presence had another wedge that might just save us from trouble. I do love how her staff is doing the rock-on hands. Wedge? I understand soon enough. Now then, witness how your apostle performs her works. Marco Polo's expression suddenly becomes serious, and her entire demeanor changes. As words of praise flow from her lips, her entire body begins to radiate light. Soon, the entire hall is engulfed in her blinding aura. Amidst the infinite expanse of pure white, a human figure takes shape. You're the person I saw on the illusion previously. Who are you, an Arbiter? I am known as Arbiter the Emperor 4. Upon the name of the Emperor, I have come to respond to your summons. It has come to obstruct me. As such, I have been confronting it. Time is running short. Transboundary experiment number 1 must be completed at all costs. Before you even ask a single question, the figure vanishes into the light. As my sight begins to adjust, I can tell that I am still in the Great Hall, with Marco Polo continuing to dance inside me. The overwhelming light has started to coalesce into the shape of a person atop the throne. Something I knew well, only the recesses of my memories. Friedrich de Gross. I swear we've met in the main timeline. This test site, the Great Hall of the Imperial Palace, the Imperator of the Holy Unitas Empire. Never could I imagine that this title would belong to me. Despite being a comprehensively misused concept, it has become reality due to the wedge driven into it. How interesting. What do you mean by misused concept? You hear that Marco Polo has misled and manipulated you for her own personal gain, my child. But I'll leave it at that, seeing as how the end result was acceptable. I knew you of all people would understand my intentions. So are you really Prince de Gross? The same person I knew from test site Beta who once joined the Ashes? Or you're the Prince de Gross for another test site, or something even more conceptual than that? I see you've already begun to grasp the fundamental principles behind the blueprint ships, my child. Well, now's not the time to answer this question. You needed me, and I responded to that need. That is all you need to know for now. Now then, all that remains of the coronation. Let us resolve this crisis, hand in hand. Finally, the coronation! I've been waiting for this for ages. The Gross sits upright in her throne, and Marco Polo carries the crown over with solemnity and places it on Friedrich's head. Countless beams of light, guided by the crown, shine into the sky before raining down across every inch of the Empire's land. In an instant, the atmosphere that dominated the Holy Unitas Empire transforms into something altogether different. Doubt and anxiety melt away and give rise to a renewed sense of hope and determination. The Apostle has crowned the Emperor. The coronation ceremony for the Holy Unitas Empire has finally been completed. After the ceremony, Friedrich de Gross received the blessings of her audience, as was customary, but bad news remained to dampen the mood of this momentous occasion. Following the coronation, the Netherworld launched a full-scale assault. Combat reports are reporting in from all border regions. The area's combat capabilities have improved as well. The enemy is perfectly tuned to our combat capabilities, another common feature of Siren test sites. We need reinforcements for all the Empire's defensive lines. Now Friedrich de Gross is the Emperor, resource allocation shouldn't be an issue anymore. With Marco Polo overseeing maintenance, the waterway shouldn't be a concern either. We best make use of the transport grounds situated at each airfield too. My child, are you listening? A voice interrupts my train of thought. I'm right here. As I'm sure you recall, I was summoned to lead the Holy Unitas Empire and stabilize the situation. How are you brought here, my child? Leaders of the Netherworld, how will you bring this experiment to its end? What does Transcender truly mean? What is Hierophant trying to achieve? These are the matters you must focus on, my child. Most suspicious target would be the 5 towers that suddenly appeared. I'll start by investigating them. Do not worry yourself with the war. Peruse as you please. By the way, might I borrow Prince William and Marco Polo for a spell? I send them to the front lines? That is the plan. Be my guess. Wait a second! Marco Polo, we deployed the Sardinia League. I'll check my complaints. I'll head there at once! The Sardinia League is assigned to the southern and eastern fronts. We're keeping watch over the towers positioned there. Prince Eugen, you wish to proceed to the Imperial border, support Königsberg, and watch the tower there. Colin, you and mine to lead the High Global Alliance's main forces. Protecting the defensive line northern coast of the Irish border while monitoring the remaining 2 towers. The rest of our forces along the 5 battles lines will remain in place. You 4 will have the authority to command them. As you wish. 5 towers, 5 battle lines. Hierophant is the 5th Arbiter. Will number 5 have a secret meaning? Never been one for solving riddles. You best have a war to focus on. Take a deep breath, calm down. Marco Polo's side, Club Zhao has the best understanding of the system. I'm surprised it comes out knows even more than her. On that note, the Irish Orthodoxy's documents may not be a true thing. Sorry. On that note, the Irish Orthodoxy's documents may not be her true objective. She may have realized something already. That explained why she wanted to split up. What will you do, my child? Where will you begin? The tower located in the Irish Orthodoxy. I was just about to recommend the same. Let's play a beautiful melody together.